the best grooming products for you. Dress all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be a swagger, style, class, and luxury. Makeup products that are made for you with high quality, yeah. So get in style with the black, yeah. Company, you swagger, style, class, and luxury, in luxury, yeah. Black, genuine black, yeah. Company, you swagger, style, class, and luxury, in luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.
Yo. What's good? What's good? It's Stormy B Man, and I am back. welcoming you to the Tuesday Tussle for this Tuesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, 2024. Yeah! Did you think that I would let the year go on through without coming to you with a little holiday cheer? Listen, this show had been put off for a couple of weeks, a little more. Now, the subject is still the same as when I first entitled it a few weeks ago, but it is more pertinent because we're coming out of a weekend where we had the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. Tonight's subject, bigger isn't always better in boxing, huh? Yeah! So, as we come to you this evening with this subject on the heels now of this classic showdown between David and Goliath in the heavyweight division, the so-called classic big man against the great little man, and orthodox against southpaw. Yeah, you can't, listen, you can dream of this stuff, but you just can't make it up for the simple fact that when I decided to do this tale of the tussle for this show that we're doing this evening, it didn't even dawn on me that, that fight. But I knew what I would be talking about. So now that we've gone through that card, have the results that we have arrived at, it has made the show more, like I said, pertinent to what has transpired as well as what my subject is. So we're going to talk about that a little bit this evening. And you can grab your little eggnog, huh? You might even spike it a little bit like some of y'all do because you got that problem, huh? That starts with an A, huh? Yeah. Some of you got that problem that starts with a D, huh? And it's okay because if you're home and the doors are locked, you're safe, huh? Except for those who are there with you. Yeah! But what a way to parlay all of this information together. It's, symmetry is everything. And the way things have aligned, the story has written itself. Many people thought going into this rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury that they pretty much would see Fury come out and challenge Usyk in a way that he didn't do in the first fight by possibly being more physical, imposing himself in that manner. Using weight, bullying tactics, and rough housing. The only thing about that is none of that has anything to do with boxing. And for an experienced fighter such as Alexander Usyk, who is a five-dimensional fighter in this present day and age, he happens to be one, whether many people wanted to give him that honor or not. He would be prepared, as he was in the first meeting between the two back in May, for whatever Fury would bring. Though Fury wasn't able to bring those particular tactics outside of his mouth service, calling names, trying to intimidate Usyk with verbiage. He has never been an intimidator, being a physical man, though he be of size, of more size than Usyk. And the bullying, roughhouse tactics that are outside the rules that he has enjoyed against certain fighters align themselves the most in the avenue of cheating, bending and breaking rules than they do with getting to the best of a fighter and showing ability. There was a fighter from the past generation who had to endure some of the similar criticisms after being successful in the cruiserweight division and then moved on up to heavyweight to become the undisputed champion in the heavyweight division, and that was Evander the Real Deal Holyfield, a gentleman who happened to be my favorite fighter. Evander was known to be able to challenge himself against the best that were during his era, and oftentimes was on the winning side of things. His being an Olympic champion, amateur and Olympic champion, and then a cruiserweight undisputed champion, eventually moving to the heavyweight division and becoming undisputed heavyweight champion. All of that allowed him to venture his way into not only the Hall of Fame, but the legacy books of accomplishments. Alexander Usyk is following suit. Here, 2 generations removed from Evander's heyday, Usyk has accomplished the same feat. He has been an Olympic standout, an amateur standout. He came into the pros and became cruiserweight champion, and then has graduated to the heavyweight division, where he has beaten arguably the 2 best heavyweights in the division, being named Anthony Joshua, whom he took the unified titles from, and Tyson Fury, whom he took the remaining title from to become undisputed. So they can get mad all they want now, but mission accomplished. And before going into this rematch against Fury, just a mere 6 months later, he decided to give up the IBF title, which Joshua fought Daniel Dubois, the uncrowned champion, in an eliminator with Philippe Hergovic earlier in the year, and defended the newly acquired IBF title that Usyk relinquished against Joshua in September, knocking Joshua out in 5 rounds. Funny how things play out, because now with his conquering Fury not once but twice, 2 times over the Gypsy Fiend, he now has a chance, Usyk, if he so chooses, sometime in 2025, to rematch Daniel Dubois. He can go on to possibly becoming 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion. Whoa. How about that? Yeah! But this evening's story is about bigger isn't always better. As you can see in the clip that I have playing here, where Evander the Real Deal Holyfield is taking on two-time heavyweight champion from two different eras, Big George Foreman. And in this particular clip, he's letting Big George have it. Understand, bigger isn't always better, huh? Big George had promised, vowed to knock Evander out in 2 rounds. Evander was the defending undisputed champion when they met. And George was like, I think he was 38, 39 years old when he fought Evander. However, Evander was like 28. Yeah, time flies. Evander is now 60 years old. Woo! Think about it. Anyway, I picked this clip for a reason. It's an action-packed clip, but what it's showing us is the type of intensity that Evander went after his foes. Not unlike Usyk of today, even though Usyk doesn't have the necessary skill set that Evander possessed during his career. But for this time, Usyk has something that a lot of fighters of today do not have. A complete arsenal of being able to fight on the front foot, the back foot, to keep himself safe from the most damaging of blows. The athleticism to be able to move and give angles and punch off of those scenarios. He knows every punch in the book. The uppercut, the hook to the body, the hook to the head, straight jab, straight left hand. Hooking shots, looping shots. The sensibility to step out of the danger zone when threat is imminent and to re-engage on his own terms. It's very important that a fighter understand this, and that is under ring IQ. Now, Usyk has shown vulnerabilities to the body. And many people like to say, oh, those Eastern European fighters are weak to the body. Anybody can be weak to the body if you hit them right, even more so than hitting them on the chin. A correctly delivered body shot can get rid of the best and toughest of fighters. And being in a division where amongst most of the giants, he's typically the smaller guy now, Alexander Usyk. If it was so easy, why hasn't anyone done away with him yet? Let alone the Gypsy Fiend, Tyson Fury. You see, Fury was sold to the public as being a most gifted fighter at 6'7", whatever you want to call it, with an over 80-inch reach. And for such a big guy, he was noted as being a great mover and, a great boxer. I've never agreed with the great boxer portion of being a description for Tyson Fury. But he has been an opportunist, and to take advantage of opportunities by gifts, both open and hidden, has placed him in a position to go down as someone who has acquired a title. But when he won his title originally against Vladimir Klitschko, there was supposed to be a rematch, and Fury found a way to not engage at that time. When he had sidetracked his own career, Deontay Wilder sought to bring him out of that doldrum of which he found himself, to say, hey man, let's have a fight. You are good for boxing. That being Deontay Wilder's naivete of Fury at the time, not understanding who or what he was dealing with. Fury came back, but he came back with his bag of tricks, never acknowledging Wilder for motivating and pulling him out of a dark place. He bit the hand that fed him and has lived off of that ever since. And being that boxing is one of the most biased, bigoted sports in professional sports, where tribalism happens to be at the root of everything, his supporters piled on by the multitude because of the complexion complex. Yeah. Now, having conquered the 10 title defense, having Wilder, Fury now had a title belt for the second time. He tried to finagle his way out of the rematches that were warranted through contract obligation, and he had to be enforced to honor. But his bag of tricks had grown by this time, able to get beyond Wilder for a second time. He now wanted to lay his claim as being the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, never taking on any of the fierce competition in the division. Luis King Kong Ortiz, Joseph Parker, whom he befriended, ironically, to the degree that Parker has subjected himself under the shadow of Fury, to the degree that at that time he was not even interested in challenging Fury. Interesting. That's what these guys of today do. They befriend one another, and we're friends, so we don't have to fight. Well, if you're so friends and you're not fighting, you're holding up the division, because people have to wait in line for an opportunity, and when one subject may have to be the number one contender by sanctioning bodies and everything, but it's your buddy, you're not facing him. So you go and you pick guys out of the woodwork. Guys like Otto Wallin, whom you made an impactful heavyweight due to your struggles against him. Then you revisit rematches with guys whom you conquered earlier in your career, like the faded Derek Chisora. But no King Kong Ortiz, no Joseph Parker, not even Anthony Joshua, your fellow countryman, in a opportunity that could have netted both of you millions of dollars. You didn't seek that opportunity out. But you had plenty to jabber about to the press and the media. Even referring to Joshua's manhood. Weird. But what about getting in the ring and fighting quality opposition? Oh, never mind that. No Alexander Povetkin, huh? But we'll take Dillian White, huh? Really? Go figure. I mean, no Effie Ajagba. No Frank Sanchez? I know Let's call these young guys over to our camp so we can test their mettle and see how good they are. Fabio Wardley, huh? David Adelaide. Yeah, the future of guys in the heavyweight division will seem so much more experienced if I invite them to camps. Show them how we do things, because we're at the top. Wine and dine and blind them so they have no aspirations of challenging. Wow. Is that how that works? Well, Alexander Usyk came up from the lower weight of cruiser and said, hey, I will never leave you alone. Call my name. And looking at the size, the stature of Usyk, Fury took the position of, hey, how dare he try to challenge me? The rabbit, the gappy tooth middleweight, he called him. But Usyk, unperturbed, he would say, hey, I'm ready whenever Fury is ready. So finally, Fury says, okay, because the prince over in Saudi says, hey, come on over here, Riyadh season, we got a little bag of money for you, and we'll put on a big production. We'll even give you guys advertisement, and we can get, for the first time in over 20 years, one champion, one name in an undisputed showdown. And guess what? Fury said, okay, but there was one little hitch. You gotta leave your bag at home, son. Oh, you mean that bag, huh? That was rumored. The one that had some tricks in it, huh? Some dust, huh? Powders, potions, huh? Notions of destruction. You mean I can't bring that with me? Turkey? Absolutely not. We have built a facility and we have all accommodations that you need, huh? And if you caught breaking the law over here, chop, 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 chop goes your hands. Yeah! How about that? So without his bag of tricks, his magic powder, huh? Potions, lotions, huh? Water, yeah, none of that be offered as a part of Riyadh season event. No matter how many dinners that you have sitting along His Excellency Al-Sheikh, huh? You can't bribe him, huh? Gypsy. There are no powders and potions, lotions and dust that can allow you to betray the trust, huh? Yeah! Get your ass in there and fight Alexander in a header, meaning heads up. "12 rounds later, and after getting his world rocked, in the memorable 9th round, yeah, Fury found himself without the WBC title. Interesting. It was that easy, huh? All you had to do was make him leave that Felix the Cat bag at home. Because his greed, he couldn't hold two bags, huh? He couldn't hold that bag and the bag that Saudi Prince dangled in front of him, huh? He couldn't hold both. He had to put one down. And to mimic Denzel Washington in the Academy Award acclaimed film Malcolm X, when he was talking to West Indian Archie about, you know, when he ran the numbers and his number hit, but West Indian Archie didn't want to pay him. And he said, look here, Archie, you done slipped, huh? You're slipping. So did Mr. Fury. He done slipped, huh? Because of greed. Fast forward to this past Saturday night. And in the rematch, it was repeat for Alexander Usyk. Now we talk about this bigger isn't better, isn't always better. It isn't. Because putting on the extra weight mean that he didn't want to cut his diet, huh? Because it sure as hell wasn't muscle, huh? Anybody that saw Fury take his robe off Saturday night, December 21st in Saudi to face Alexander Usyk, anybody who saw that image probably needed to take a few more drinks, that they would have to sit there and possibly watch all of that for 12 rounds. Nasty work, as they say nowadays. The man had a full inner tube inside his skirted, belted trunks that looked like it was filled with every beverage, every piece of cheesecake and pie, every bit of filthy, unallowed diet for 12 weeks that he could jam down his throat. And we were forced to watch it wiggle, see it jiggle. It wasn't Jello, huh? It was the bellow, huh? The belly from hell. Yeah. And Usyk hit him all up in it. He wasn't even able to lean on Usyk, who was like, no, don't you touch me with that. But you can take this jab, you can take this jab, you can take this body punch, you can take that one, huh? I'm gonna hit you all up in them flabs and flanks. Bigger isn't necessarily better, huh? Fatter is definitely not gonna help you, huh? It's not. Flab is just that, huh? Do you know that when you're trying to cook the good part of the meat, you trim the fat, huh? You trim it off. Now, some people say, well, the fat is where the flavor's at. I'd rather have no taste buds, huh? If it's got to come into the ring like what Mr. Fury represented Saturday night, huh? And his trainers should be ashamed that they stood by him coming in there looking like that, huh? Anthony Joshua faced Usyk 2 times. And in both fights, Joshua found Usyk to be not only slippery, but cagey, a man who had talent, ability. Joshua was so upset at Usyk's ability to outthink and fight him in their rematch that he threw the belts out of the ring. How did you beat me? How did you beat me? With boxing skills, fool. Huh? Talent and ability, training, studying, listening to coaches and trainers, and execution of game plans. Had you stuck with Robert Garcia, you could have figured that out along the way. But no, you had to run on out there and get with Mr. Roll the Dice, Ben Davison. Look at you now. Yeah. You see, Robert Garcia was of the notion that, hey, you have a rematch with this man, but how about we go and take on an opponent or two to work on what I'm trying to show you? No, Eddie Hearn would have none of that. We have to have an immediate rematch because we don't want to risk Usyk going out there and losing those belts to someone else, and I lose my grip on the heavyweight division. Well, you still lost your grip on the heavyweight division because Usyk whooped him again. Second time around, Shout out to Shalimar. Yeah! You see, it's a science, people. And when you execute and you go about it the correct way, it becomes the sweet science, But when you think you're cutting corners, when you think that you are above all, like Mr. Fury did when he went into the first fight against Alexander, back in May, you end up being, looking like a paraplegic, Those crooked legs, looking like somebody's broken kickstand on their motorbike. You end up like this. No man born of his mother's womb, we were told. We were lied to. Because the boxing god said, history shall be repeated. Yeah! Yeah, they did. The boxing guys don't play. I'm going to show you proof of that. Because just outside the ring, somebody was paying attention, going into the rematch. They even took note of things. Check it out.
She got your ass.
Somebody was studying up, Yeah, somebody was studying up, You think that they was paying attention to the Gypsy Fiend? I think they was, Because in the rematch, none of those old tricks and the dust, the lotions and potions, none of that shit worked, You gotta bring some to get some, son. I want to ask anybody out there listening to this live stream presently at the moment, did you see Tyson Fury go for broke, looking to throw down and go after Alexander Usyk and said, damn it, this is my title, this is mine tonight, it is my night, I'm taking it? Did he? Really? I'm asking for a friend. Because you see, You were not the champion anymore. So there will be no gifts, huh? Even the AI said. Even the AI said.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Bigger isn't always better in boxing, huh? It ain't. It ain't. 118 to 112, the AI said. I said 9 rounds to 2 with 1 even, huh? Get the fuck out of here. As Paulie Walnuts said, huh? And just to reiterate, in case you didn't hear him the first time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Listen, man. Fury was heard going back to the dressing room stating, you can't win in these countries. I got a video coming up about that. Keep your eyes peeled for it, huh? Because the people that made you super wealthy many times over, now you want to say you can't win in their country because you couldn't bring that bag. They told you, no, son, you don't need that. We've got a bag for you, huh? It's filled full of cash. And your greedy ass took it, didn't you, huh? But see, if you were like Canelo or Tank, huh? Or Tio, or some of those others like that, you turn that bag down because you would have to bring something that you haven't had to put on the line all this time. And that's your rear end, huh? No gift judges, huh? No shady promoter, huh? That you could hide behind his sports coat. Oh, and no alleged cartel leaders, huh? Their alliance isn't welcome in Saudi. How about that? Yeah. See, some people don't have an appreciation for fact-based stuff, you know? They don't. They don't. They don't. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast, my brother, Merry Christmas to you. If you roll it back about 10 minutes, you'll see something special. Yeah. Uh-huh. So we come out of Saturday with the understanding that Alexander Usyk is just heads and shoulders above these other guys that they have called the best, huh? Including Daniel Dubois, because he's got a victory over Dubois, even though Dubois arguably stopped him with a body shot in a fight where they didn't rule it a body shot but a low blow, huh? Which is, you know, another form of bias against a man of color, huh? In a land where there was no color. Yeah. Yeah, Mahari. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Appropriate, too, the way I used it, Abel. But listen, man. It is what it is. Usyk showed himself to be a big man. Fury showed himself to be a fat ass man. Huh? There's a difference. Which is why bigger isn't always better. That's right. I said it. What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? I mean, we've seen plenty of atrocious things. All you gotta do is go to Walmart, huh? You'll see Tyson Furies in every aisle. Just put the same ring attire on them and there's no difference. Huh? Even looking at this photo right here, you see the muscles in Alexander's body and you see the flab in Fury's. Huh? Ridiculous. Is this your king? The gypsy fiend. I used to work with a guy, and he had a saying, you just don't want to be the last to get fucked, huh? Yeah. Well, it looks like Fury's turn came Saturday. Yeah. And because it did, finally, it took a long time. I looked at things this way. It had to happen sooner or later. It had to happen sooner or later. And when it happened to him, he didn't think it could happen to him. But it did. Huh? And I'm not saying that he was effed out of a decision, because he wasn't. He lost that because he didn't have the talent, skills, or technical ability or know-how to take care of Usyk. But Usyk did know how to take care of him. But like I said, Usyk's people looked at him.
She got your ass.
Yeah. So bigger isn't always better in boxing, huh? It's not. But you live and you learn, huh? You live and you learn. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Took all of that boy's dinner and left nothing but the fat on the plate. Yeah. Great job by Alexander Usyk. And now, a word from my man, the focus ball, huh?
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the focus ball. dramatically improve footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a focus ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a focus ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a focus ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a focus ball. When you train with the focus ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the focus ball now.
Yeah. So we've come to an end of another Tuesday Tussle. I know y'all would like me to go on and on, which I could do, but I'm not. But tune in to my premieres. Every day this week, there was one. For this morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Stormy B-Man got something in the bag for everybody. So every day this week at 8 a.m., there's a premiere for you guys. And don't miss the Friday night chop session coming up this Friday, where we're going to do a year-ends review of the awards for of the year. Yeah. That's what's it all about, because you know, just like I do, huh? I put in that work like that. You see, some of these people out here, they just be perpetrating, huh? But this is where you get the real deal. The real deal, huh? Did I make sense to you talking about bigger isn't always better? And had a little humor in there for you as well, right? But I didn't tell any lies. Yeah. So just know what side the bread is buttered on when you come around these parts, huh? And we do trim the fat around these parts. Much love to the brothers and sisters in the chat. If I didn't call your name during the roll call, which I kind of skipped this evening in its entirety because I just wanted to cook into my subjects. So I appreciate each and every one of you who decided to show up, smash my like button, you know, because there's always something good going on around here. Some just don't know it. With that being said, I want to say happy holidays to each and every one of my loved ones out there and supporters. Someone purchased some merchandise. I saw the notification after I was not on the air. I think it was on the 17th. And whomever that was that purchased merchandise, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your support. We do what we do around here, and we work hard. And I'm always going to give you the best of what I can, huh? Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Happy holidays.
that you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.